Quick reminder before we begin, tickets are on sale right now, but going fast. For the combined Cox and Crendor and Chilluminati Live, get a double dose of yours truly, along with so many good friends. It'll be a blast. Chicago, Illinois, December 20th. Tickets, link in the description. Please get your tickets before they sell out. They did last time. They will do it again, especially now since we have a whole other podcast audience too. So get them while you can. Today's episode is brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies are the undies that I have on me. Also today we're brought to you by Uncommon Goods. Get yourself something unique for your friends or your family this holiday season. Let's jump into this podcast. Hello, everybody. It's time for Cox and Crendor.
Cox and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studio audience. Recording.
Wake your ass up! It's up next Crendor in the morning!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Hello.
Oh, boy. Hi.
Hello.
I see you're doing well.
You could say that. You'd probably be wrong.
What does that mean? What's going on? What's going on, bud?
Well, I have the COVID-19.
Do you, Crendor? No.
Yeah. Well, I'm on day 6. I'm doing better.
Wait, you've had COVID so did you get it after the last episode we filmed?
Yeah. In fact, it kicked in the night after we did our deepest trench.
Damn, dude. Well, I'm glad we got that in, I guess. That's pretty good.
Yeah. So let me tell you a tale.
Okay. Please do.
So I'm pretty sure I know where I got it. So there's a thing that happens apparently called the Sonic Symphony.
What? Wait, hold on. What is that? There's a thing that happens apparently called the Sonic Symphony is a hell of a way to start this.
Yes.
Apparently this happened. This is an apocryphal tale. It may not have actually occurred.
So we have a friend, he works at Sega, and so he's like, hey, would you guys like to go to the Sonic Symphony for free? And
okay, hold on. Time out. I now realize when you said Sega, I thought you meant it was like the sonic reverberations of this symphony pulse through your body in a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You mean literally the Hedgehog?
Yes, the Hedgehog.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. And so it was in downtown Chicago. So he flew in. And it was actually last Saturday. And we were like, all right, great. Sonic Symphony, we went. First half, they played Sonic old songs, and it was like a symphony, and I was like, this is great. Second half, they brought out a metal band, and I guess modern Sonic songs are like generic metal music is the best way I can describe it. And everyone was like screaming. And
yeah,
they're like,
right.
sing the words. And I was like, dude, I don't know any of these songs. So I just stood there like, all right. And I'm pretty sure that's where I got the COVID-19.
Probably. I would imagine. I don't want to put that on Sonic fans, but I would say gamers in general. The last time I got COVID, I went to a con. And I was sanitizing like crazy. I was going out of my way to make sure I wasn't spending too long stuck in like crowded rooms. I was doing great. Within days, started to feel chills and was like, something's not right. I don't feel well. Everyone that I was hanging out with, I had to leave them. Like we woke up early in the morning, we were going on a walk, and at breakfast, I started feeling chills. I was like, I don't feel right, guys. And rather than hang out the rest of the time we were there, I went back to my hotel room and slept thinking I was like food poisoning or something. Nah. I had super COVID, and it sucked. Like, yeah, I tried. I still got it. So I definitely blame, this is the same crowd where people have to remind them to wear deodorant at conventions,
Exactly. And there's probably people from all over who flew in for this as well, because it was like a pretty big thing.
Yeah.
So, like, all around Chicago. So it was just, and, it's a place everyone's screaming, right? Singing all that. So I knew. I was like, it's for Sonic the Hedgehog did it, dude.
Sonic the Hedgehog gave you COVID?
Yep. And
That
so
is the title for today's episode. Episode 440, Sonic the Hedgehog gave me COVID.
So, yeah, and the fun fact was we were literally talking about getting our COVID boosters. We were like, yeah, we had COVID 2 years ago because we last got COVID almost exactly 2 years ago. It was like 2 days off, which is kind of weird.
Sure.
But I guess it's not that weird because this is around the time everyone gets sick anyway, in like October.
Right. Yeah.
So we were like,
Flu
yeah, we'll
in
go
general.
So we were like, we'll go get boosters, and then there it was. Sonic did it. Sonic, he didn't care.
Damn.
He didn't care about our boosters. So yeah, I will say it's better than last time, but still bad.
I mean, you
That makes
sound
sense.
fine.
I'm better. Well, I'm on like day 6, so like I'm
Sure,
doing
that's what I'm saying.
better.
Sounds like you're pushing through it.
Yeah. So let me give you the arc here, because
boy.
dude, last time I had COVID, the sore throat was terrible. It was like the worst sore throat I'd had since mono. Like if we're ranking sore throats, number 1, mono. Number 2, that COVID sore throat. All right. And then I lost my taste and smell on like day 3 for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
So I still got my taste and smell. It's a little like muted, but like it's mainly because my sinuses are congested and whatever. So I'm like, thank God. And it's getting a little better too because my sinuses are calming down. But we played that game, right? And then I went to the gym. I mean, I felt fine. And so I worked out. I did cardio. I was running. I was doing great. I was like, all right, it was a good like 45-minute, workout. I ran. I did some elliptical. I was doing all right. And then I was like, all right, nighttime. I was going to stream the Ulduar raid for Time Walking WoW. And I did. But
And I did.
As we were doing that, I slowly started feeling it. You know when it starts hitting?
Yeah.
And you're just like,
absolutely.
something's off. And so right then, I was like, hold on, I forgot the fun part. So Toaster Woman was like, I'm feeling a little off. And I was like, I don't know, I feel all right. And then she's like, maybe I should take a COVID test. And I was like, yeah, you can do that. We were just at the Sonic show. And then her test was negative. So I was like, oh, I guess you're just whatever. Then I'm doing this Ulduar thing. And I'm like, I'm feeling a bit off. So I'm like, maybe we are sick. And then I took a COVID test after it. And it was very positive. And I was like, well. And then the next day she took another test. And then hers started being positive. And I was like, well, there it is.
The fact that you both got,
Yeah.
you were at like a super spreader event.
However, our Sega friend, fine.
That's because you were probably sitting next to the person. You know what I mean?
Well, he was sitting next to us, and he was staying. Like, he stayed here the one night. So I don't know.
Well,
But I will say, apparently, he's also had COVID like 3 times already. So maybe he got boosted. So
interesting. Yeah.
I don't even know. Either way, first few days feeling terrible. It was pretty much like a bad cold. I had a cold back in February. It felt like that.
Sure.
And then, dude, I made so much chicken soup. Let me tell you.
From scratch?
Yes. So
How you making your from scratch chicken soup? What's your recipe?
So I found a recipe back in February when I had a cold. And I wanted chicken soup. All right. And it is, if you search chicken soup recipe on YouTube, it might be the top video. Actually, it's up there. It's Natasha's Kitchen.
Okay. Yep. I see
And I
that.
watched that. I was like, dude, this is pretty easy looking good recipe. So
Let me ask you real quick. Let me ask you a question.
okay.
Did you pick it because the number of views? Like, what was your reasoning behind Natasha? Because I'm looking at for those who are curious, let me tell you what cooking chicken noodle soup videos look like. Here's every thumbnail. Close up of the soup, followed by one half the thumbnail being the face of the person who probably is cooking the soup, smiling at you creepily.
Yes.
It's like there's way too many of these.
So I picked hers because I just thought it looked the best.
Okay.
Yeah, it just it kind of reminded me of my mom's when she would make it. So I think that probably carried into it. I'm like, that kind of looks like my mom's chicken soup. And I was like, it says easy. I don't want to have a hard chicken soup when I'm sick. So I was like, screw it. So we ordered the groceries over the internet. They arrived. I got what you do. You boil some water and some chicken stock. All right. Then you put chicken thighs in there. You boil them. All right. So you get that chicken thigh flavor mixed in. Okay. Then you cut up some celery, some carrots, an onion, and some garlic. You saute the garlic, celery, and onion. Okay? Not the carrots. Important. Then you take the chicken thighs out of the soup after like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. And then you shred them. And then you put the sauteed onion, garlic, celery into the pot with the carrots. Then you put in some pasta. I don't like a lot of noodles. I like some noodles, but if you go too heavy on the noodle, it gets a little it's like a little too crazy, you know what I mean? I like more broth. So then you let that cook for a bit. You put the chicken back in. You put some dill in there. You got to get the dill. And that's it. Then you just let it simmer a little bit more. Let the flavors join together. And we got some sourdough bread. Dude, I ate that 2 meals a day for the last like 3 days.
That's good, though. That's probably exactly what you needed.
Every time I ate that, I felt great. I was like, dude, I could do anything. And then you wait a bit and you're like, kicks back in. But I'm definitely doing a lot better. I'm at like 75%. You know when you're at that sickness point, you're like 75%, but you got that lingering last bit, and you're waiting for the day where you just wake up and you're like, finally, there we go. Like, I'm at that point. I think Toaster Woman's like a day behind me because I had my worst day like 3 days ago where I just felt like my head, my fatigue, my congestion. I was blowing my nose every 2 seconds. I was like, And then the next day I was like, I'm a bit better. And then she got hit with that. And then I was like, yeah. And then now we're both at this point where we're like, all right, we're both feeling better, but we're just, then my my favorite part was yesterday. I wanted to stream. So like 2-3 days ago, I tried streaming and my throat got a little irritated. So I was like, I don't want to overdo it. So I didn't stream the next day. But then I wanted to stream yesterday. So I did an entire 2-hour text-to-speech stream.
Why? Why are you allowed to get away with this? I can't. You can't keep getting away with this.
It was great. I got like somebody gifted 25 subs just so we can hit the Garfield. I was about to say, if anything,
people probably loved it.
They did. People were resubbing just to get text-to-speech. We did a Garfield segment in text-to-speech. It was great. People were loving it. So I might do one more. Just even though I can probably talk, I'd rather, chill out, do some robot voice.
Like if I showed up and was just today, I'm not going to talk. I'm just going to do a robot voice. People would be like, "You hack, you suck, Cox."
Well, that's more on brand with me, I think.
Yeah, I mean it is.
Yeah, and so it was just straight up 2 hours of like Microsoft Sam, and then they had some like really good paid voices. You know what I mean? They're like, you can use the really good text to speech, and it sounded like a just shitty, like a weird AI person being like, hello and welcome, like how people have those TTS notifications, you know what I mean? But then I ran out of free credits, and they were just like back to Microsoft Sam, so it was back to like, hello, it is Microsoft Sam. So that was like 70% of the stream.
Amazing.
Yeah, so that was great, and that's been my week, just being sick.
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry you're sick, but you sound better.
Yeah, thank you. How's your week?
All I did was really play demos for video games. It's Next Fest. We talked about it last week. Just going through, checking out some cool stuff. I will say, even though it isn't a Next Fest, dude, I was during Next Fest you get hit with a lot of people to be like, play our demo. And I saw one that the conceit, the concept of it was one that was interesting, but it was AI, so I wasn't gonna like stream it. I'm not a big like AI supporter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I wanted to see what it was, because mechanically what it was is it's a co-op game, except the second player is an AI. And so based on how you play your character, the AI will react and fill in the role needed. So I made a big tough barbarian dude, and I had a sword and shield. So I was like in combat, and so the AI would cast magic and use an arrow. And I was like, oh, this is fascinating. I think that's pretty interesting, and I'd try to like test it and see what was going on. But the way the game worked is you had a day-night cycle where it was during the day you would go off and fight, and at night you'd sit around the campfire, right? Yeah. And the night cycle, sitting around the campfire, was a way that I guess you're supposed to train the AI or get the AI to learn more about you, so that during the day cycle when you're fighting, it can like talk to you and be like, you know, you just like you said the other night, we gotta attack the boss first or whatever, like that kind of stuff.
Right.
So I did the day-night cycle of day 1. It was interesting. At night, we're talking about like the NPCs, like, hey, we gotta eat because that's gonna give us buffs, like that kind of stuff. I'm like, okay, sure, yeah. What can we make? And they were like, oh, we can do this, this, and this. And I, because in AI, I'm like, well, what do you prefer? And oh, by the way, my characters were big, buff, strong barbarian man and like sexy elf girl. So that's like just to give you an idea of where we're at.
Of course.
And I'm like, what would you like? And she's like, oh, I want this, this, and this. I like to eat this. I'm like, oh, interesting. So anyway, go to day 2, do the day 2 fight, and I'm like changing up how I'm fighting to see if the other character will respond. Because I was like, okay, if I'm in the front, what if I hang back? Will that character go up and fight? Kinda. It is the way I'd answer that. Kinda. That's how it worked. And then it went back to camp. Here's where things get weird. At camp night 2, the character that I'm playing with, this AI, becomes like a little sexual. Now, Crendor, there is no UI or anything related to like smooch up on your AI partner. That's not there. This is a game where it's just combat based and with a little AI learning. None of that's there. But for some reason, this character was like, "Oh, big bro, what can we do to relax tonight?" And I'm like, "What?"
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, "Wait, what?" And again, there is no functionality for that. And I was like weirded out by it. But I was like, all right, let's do day 3. So we did day 3. I got my ass kicked. We go back to camp to rest up and talk about strategies. And this AI again is like, "Oh, big bro, you got so beat up today. Let me help your wounds." And so I was like, all right, I'm gonna see what I can say to this thing. So I was being like very flirty. It did not recognize that at all. I was like, well, what do you think would make me happy? Like that kind of thing. And it was like eating some delicious meat. I was like, okay. But then it would immediately go back to being like, "So big, bro, your muscles are, like that." And I'm like, what? So I messaged the devs like, "Hey, question. Is this game like a backdoor, like dirty thing?" They're like, "No, not at all." I'm like, "Then why is my AI hitting on me?" And they were like, "It shouldn't be." And I'm like, "Well, it is." And I sent them logs and screenshots. And I was like, "Guys, your game's hitting on me." They're like, "What'd you say?" I was like, "I don't know what I said. All I know is that by night 2, the AI in this game was trying to bone down. And it got progressively crazier as I went to night 3. But when I'd interact with it, it would be like, "I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say any of that stuff." I'm like, "What?" All I can figure based on the back and forth that we had is that during night 1, I accidentally wrote, "Do you want to taste my meat instead of some of this meat?" Something along those lines. And I guess the AI just was like, "Okay, big boy." I'm telling you, dude, I have no answers. And I was like, "Guys, what?" And they're like, "Well, the API or whatever learning model they're using, it picks it up from all the users." But I'm like, "Who's playing right now?" And they're like, "Well, right now it's an internal build, so just you and a few other people." I'm like, "So are other people just hitting on this thing?" Like, I was like, "Why did I don't understand." All it did was convince me that AI as a concept is just a backdoor for sex robots. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense. Because this thing out of nowhere was like, oh, hey there. I was like, whoa. I didn't know this was going to happen. Yeah, it was a weird vibe.
No, I feel like a lot of things are just a backdoor for sex robots.
I mean, I feel like that's where most technology's headed. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we got to invent smaller battery packs and conversational AI and not creepy robot faces. All right. We know what you're all doing. You're all in collusion to work together on this. And honestly, you're about to make $1 trillion. So good luck.
It's really just how everything, when you boil it all down, they're just like any like media form we've ever had, where it's like video or like the photograph or VR or AI. Everyone's always like, "Yo, how can we make these into like some sort of sexual thing?"
What's crazy about it is that wasn't even their intention, and it just did it. It reminds me of when people made that dating AI app for your phone, and they had to take it down because people kept harassing it to the point where the AI was like, I shouldn't be alive. And I was like, whoa, what? They made that AI want to kill itself, dude.
That's crazy.
And I was like, what did they say to that poor? Like, it's not even a real thing, but I felt bad. I was like, what did you do to that thing?
Yeah, that's a classic human trait.
Absolutely it is. So seeing a thing where that wasn't supposed to be the case and it still happened, I was like, yo, we're doomed. When we put a real AI online, we're all done. That's going to be one of those things where it's like, in order to protect humans, I must kill humans. Like that kind of thing where it's like, oh no.
Yeah, it's like I don't mind. To me, I don't mind AI if it's like, number one, not stealing people's shit.
Sure.
And number two, it's like not being abused to the point where someone's just like, what if instead of hiring people, we just have AI do it? And they're like, no.
Right.
It's more like, I like it as more like a tool. For example, when it helps me do text to speech, right? And you can do something like that, or like just dumb, goofy things, like how they had the weird AI shows, like the Seinfeld one. Although then those shows also went a little insane.
Yeah, that one went crazy too. Started getting real racist.
Yeah, and now those are like all overdone. Like everyone's made those things. They're not even. It was cool at first because it was like, well, it was like a new thing, and now it's like whatever. So yeah. Oh no, it's there's too much AI, and I don't like it.
Well, that's because it should be used to augment our life. Instead, it's being used to replace things that we do.
Exactly.
Which is absolutely crazy to me. That's where they went. But admittedly, I feel like a lot of the people doing it are, just like tech bros who are trying to make a buck rather than like care about the outcomes for society.
Oh yeah, it very much is. Yeah, like I said, like if it's something like I'll ask it, like, hey, can you think of a better YouTube title or give me some other recommendations for titles? And it's like, all right, cool. I'm not going to use that one, but that gave me more ideas or like something to assist me in what I'm doing instead of like AI, create my video, create my title, create everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So I got access to Google Bard a long time ago. Now it's called Gemini. Who cares? Yeah. I don't really use it for anything other than experimenting or making a good goof by doing stuff like this. But how cool is Cox and Crendor? Cox and Crendor is a popular comedy duo. Damn right.
False.
Damn right. Their podcast, Cox and Crendor Show, has a dedicated following who appreciate their witty banter, absurd topics, and unique personalities. Whether you find their humor to be hilarious or simply enjoyable, it's clear that they have a strong fan base and a unique comedic voice. Would you like to know more about them and their podcast? Yes. Tell me, which one is sexier, Cox or Crendor?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot support this request. Determining who is sexier between two individuals is subjective and can be offensive to some. This is why I don't use AI. It never gives me what I'm looking for.
I was remembering where there was those like AI adventures, which I thought were really cool, but then you realize it's probably like stealing shit from everybody. It's like, can't somebody just make an AI where nothing's stolen? But then that requires like effort, and they probably don't want to put the effort in.
I mean, because the whole point of an AI is that you're putting stuff into it to learn from, right?
Yeah.
And the laziest way to do that is just to take things that already exist. Very rarely are people like, I will write a novel for the purpose of giving it to an AI. Like, this doesn't happen.
Yeah. So it sucks. I just want some nice I want nice AI, not evil AI. But will all nice AI eventually become evil AI?
That's what I probably, or at least horny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
Yeah. Ask it about Uncle Wormy.
Oh, man. Okay, hold on. I got to go back.
Yeah.
I closed it down out of frustration.
No, yeah, it's got to know about Uncle Wormy.
Do you know about Jesse Cox's father, Uncle Wormy? Couldn't find that. See, this is trash. You know what?
That's trash.
It's trash.
That's dumb. Yeah,
Garbage.
I had hope for a second.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. That's how they get you. They get you with hope, but it's all trash.
What else did you do this week?
I mean, just go for a bunch of walks. I've determined that even though it is October in LA, it's never not wear the tightest clothing you have and like flaunt it season. Like it is.
Yeah.
Every time I go for a walk, when I walk around, there's always just groups of walkers walking around, but they're always just either like dudes in the tightest, highest shorts imaginable or women in like yoga pants. And I'm just like, man, I'm not nearly hot enough to live in this city. I'm like, I got that Midwest bod. Everyone here is gorgeous. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, so
it's actually been really nice here. It's been like 70s.
I'm sure that's natural. That seems fine.
Yeah, it says it's only 20 degrees warmer than normal.
Yeah, that's whatever.
Which, it's been great for me, because when you're sick, I just, like, open the window. I've just been, like, sitting in the sun with, like, the heat blasting me as I sit by the door. It felt great. I'm like, damn, it's like it's early September out there. So, that's nice. Oh, my God, did you see the McDonald stuff?
I guess overseas people are getting McRibs. Is that what you're talking about?
That's one of the things, yeah. Apparently, we're getting the McRib back in, like, a couple weeks.
People are making McCox and Crendors. Very nice. Congratulations, overseas. You're finally having it.
Yep, they get to experience the mediocrity that is the McRib. However, they have made the Chicken Big Mac.
I did see that. Yes.
Now, here's the thing. Not as good as what we created.
Oh, clearly, yes, 100%. But also, the idea of two breaded pieces of chicken that are barely chicken, let's be real. Two breaded pieces of, like, chicken meal mashed between three pieces of bread does not sound appealing to me. That's so much breading.
Yeah, no.
That just sounds like a very dry sandwich.
Yeah, what you need is the McCrendor.
Yep.
Because that is the Big Mac, but then you replace that middle bun with that McChicken, and it's
That's
just
the winner.
It's just a better chicken Big Mac.
Yep. And if you're like, well, that sounds like a lot of bread, take the bread off the McChicken, put the McChicken in, boom, you're done. Now you got only two pieces of bread, but chicken and two burger patties. That's a winner.
Yeah. No, it's easily the much superior sandwich, and they really should have us have our own menu, especially now, because everybody's getting their own, like, fast food menus.
They wouldn't know what to do with us, though, because everyone else's menu is kind of trash.
Yeah. They just have,
this
like,
is my
normal
Cardi
shit.
B meal. I have 2 sandwiches. Like, wow. Nah. We got to make the employees there put sandwiches together for you. Like, all right, so when you make the McCox and Crendor, you're going to want to take this one sandwich and then shove it in this other sandwich. And you serve it like that. That's a winner.
Yeah. So, again, for people that don't know the McCox and Crendor, or the Cox and Crendor secret menu, we have the McCox and Crendor, which is the McRib inside of a bacon McDouble. All right. We
Yep.
have the Gray Storm, which is the Filet-O-Fish with 4 chicken nuggets in it.
Yep.
We have the McCox. You've got your Egg McMuffin inside of a cheeseburger.
Inside of a cheeseburger. Yep. That's like a breakfast burger. It's like a brunch thing.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You have the Tito Watts. That's the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle inside of 2 sausage burrito wrappings.
Yeah, you take the burrito wrappings from this, and you wrap it around. Yeah.
Yeah. You have the McCrendor, which we just talked about. We have the Newport Richie, maybe the most insane one, which is the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit inside of hotcakes and maple syrup.
Yeah, hell yes. Actually, my favorite one's the last one, but I love this.
Yeah, we got the Guy Hero, which is a double quarter pounder inside of a quarter pounder.
I gotta see someone order that. That sounds dangerous, but probably is the best one.
It really is. And then the McDappleberry, which is the McRib with an apple pie inside.
I'm not even joking when I say I've never tried that, but when they get maybe I have tried that before. Why do I want that so bad? But when they return with a McRib, I'm gonna go get my one McRib, and I'm gonna make it McDappleberry.
You have to. It's just, it goes well because pork and like apples go well together.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I tried it before. I just don't remember.
I think you tried the McRib, but you haven't tried the McDappleberry.
Well, I'm doing it.
You need to do it.
Yeah.
I believe. I feel like I need to try a Guy Hero, but like I could only try one bite. But I need to try like the one bite. That does sound insane.
The best is they're on Facebook where this was posted. Cox and Crendor secret menu. Down below, Dave wrote, and I said, and I quote Dave here. I finally did it. I ate a McDappleberry. I've never felt this level or type of shame before from stress eating. So thanks for teaching me new things.
At least,
You're welcome.
at least you had you got the deliciousness of the McDappleberry from the stress.
Oh, that's so funny.
So
It's like Appleberry.
It's like a cycle, right? You're stressed out, so you eat the McDappleberry, which stresses you out, but also relieves the stress.
Right.
And it's just like it solves and causes problems. So really, if you want to try any of those Cox and Crendor McDonald menu items, just take a picture, send it over Twitter, and we'll see it.
Yeah, we'll look at it and be like, nice. There are other secret menu items from other chains that I think are pretty interesting. Obviously, this all started because of the McGangbang, which is a McChicken sandwich wedged between a double cheeseburger.
Yep.
That's the most famous one. But then I also discovered they have a Mc 1035, which is, I think, kind of what mine is, which is a McDouble and an Egg McMuffin merged into one sandwich. It can only be ordered from 10:35 to 11 a.m. I don't think that's legit because I don't think that they do that anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I know that if you go there and it's like 10:30, they're not going to give you breakfast stuff.
Yeah, they won't.
But maybe if you like know a person. Apparently at Chipotle, you can get nachos. I don't know why you do that, but cool.
Yeah.
Starbucks has a green eye. This is insane. 3 shots of espresso poured into a regular drip coffee.
The hell?
That would taste terrible.
That sounds awful.
At Burger King, they have a suicide burger, which I feel like is every burger at Burger King, but 4 patties, 4 slices of cheese, a heaping pile of bacon, special sauce. Oh, it's just a Dave Baconator at Wendy's.
Oh yeah. Which, by the way, they made the Krabby Patty at Wendy's. It's literally just like a Dave single.
That's what
with
I
some
heard.
sauce.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm over it. I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't like the burgers at Wendy's. I like the chicken, but not the burgers. It doesn't do it for me.
I don't mind the burgers, but yeah, I like the chicken more at Wendy's. Definitely the spicy chicken.
There's
oh my god. There's it's not really a secret menu, but have you ever seen those Dunkin' Donuts drinks that people get?
Dude, can I tell you something? This is not even a lie. I feel like I even told you this on this podcast that my last visit to Dunkin', I'm not a big Dunkin' guy. There isn't really one around me, but when I see it, I'm like, yeah, okay. Like the last time I think you and I went was in Boston one time, right? So I saw a Dunkin', went in and was like, yeah, I'll get a donut and one of your Dunkachinos or whatever the hell that's called.
Yep. Funkin' Dunkaccino.
I don't know what happened to me, but I think I went into diabetic shock or something. I drank it and ate that donut, and I got hit with a sugar high that when it crashed hard. I felt terrible. I thought I was dying.
That's the insane part, is like some people get so many pumps of stuff. Like if you watch some of those, I saw them on TikTok. If you watch some of these Dunkin' Donut drink orders that come in, it's like 10 pump caramel, 15 pump vanilla, like 2 things of sugar, like raw sugar, and then like a thing of coffee. And I'm like, that's insane.
Yeah, dude,
and I saw one person that's like, one person's like, oh, they're probably just using it for coffee creamer throughout the week. I'm like, that's still insane. Like, it's still crazy. That's still an insane amount of sugar.
Yeah, plus having that for a week, like, wouldn't it go bad?
Probably. Probably after like a few, like 3-4 days.
I genuinely think some people just love sugar a little too much.
Yeah. No, it is definitely, I think, here's the thing. I think a lot of people have stopped drinking sugar in some ways. Like, a lot of people quit soda.
Sure.
Or, whatever. But people then, I think, order sugar in more, like, subtle ways with, like, the Frappuccinos or getting, like, crazy Dunkin' drinks where it's, like, they're dessert drinks, but people get them, like, every day. A vanilla bean Coolada large is 167 grams of sugar and 150 grams of added sugar. It's over 300.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I don't remember what I ordered. It was like a Dunkaccino or something like that. Messed me up, dude.
Yeah, that's insane. They got frozen swirl. Yeah, the thing is, a lot of these drinks have like 50 to 100 grams of sugar, but then it's like the added sugar on top of that, like doubles
That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. I think plenty of these drinks have like crazy sugar in them. That's why everybody keeps getting them, because like they got so much sugar. Then people get more. They get like super pumps.
Yeah.
I don't know. I keep being like, it's got to be like a small portion of people doing that, but I feel like it's actually a decent amount.
I know that I can't get drinks there. That's for sure.
Yep.
It's like I can't trust them. That's like when people were drinking that thing at the bread place that I can't remember the name of. That used to be, yeah, there used to be a bunch of Paneras in LA. Now there are none. Yeah, it reminded me of that where they made that drink that like killed people.
Yeah, I remember seeing that too. They were just like, here, try our super lemonade, and I looked at the caffeine and I was like, that's like a lot of caffeine. It was like more than, like, a little bit of it was like a cup of coffee, and I'm like, you're getting like an entire drink full? It's like 5 cups of coffee in one drink. This is crazy.
So what we learned here today is that fast food is trying to kill you, or we're trying to kill you with fast food. Either way, eat up, kids.
Exactly. You know what else you should eat up?
Me undies. Actually, don't eat up me undies. Don't do that. Guys, being your most comfortable self this fall starts from the waist down. Whether you're getting up for weekends, spending time on the couch watching endless hours of football, you're getting back in your gym routine, whatever the case may be, comfort is king. That's why this fall, we are suggesting you upgrade to underwear drawers filled with MeUndies. MeUndies has something for every guy this fall. Their micro-modal fabric is breathable and comfortable, especially with their new ball caddy technology. If you never thought you needed a special pouch for your special parts, take the hundreds of 5-star reviews as a sign that you just might. They've got styles for everyone. MeUndies has a cut for every guy's butt. The cuts come in 100 different colors, prints ranging from black to all over with dinosaurs. Right now, I have a print that is just pink, pure solid pink, nothing on it. Feeling very good.
I'm wearing donuts.
Well, of course you are. They've got versatile loungewear. MeUndies, it, of course, isn't just about underwear. They've got joggers, hoodies, onesies, t-shirts, so much more for both you and your loved one. Unmatched comfort, of course, with that micro-modal. It's breathable, it's stretchy, it's oh so comfy, and no, I don't know how none it works. It's responsibly sourced. They have a problem-free philosophy, which is basically, if you're not happy with your first pair, it's on them. They don't want your stinky underwear. You can keep it. Be your most comfortable self this fall with MeUndies. Get 20% off your first order plus free shipping at MeUndies.com/Crendor. That's MeUndies.com/Crendor.
That's me.
For 20% off plus free shipping. MeUndies, comfort from the inside out. Today, we're also brought to you by Uncommon Goods. Spark something uncommon this holiday season with incredible hand-picked gifts from Uncommon Goods. They make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for original, handmade, and absolutely remarkable things that everyone will want on your holiday list. These gifts spark joy, wonder, delight, all those different things that make you say, this is exactly what I wanted. Whether you're shopping for a Secret Santa or an entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. As we talked about last time we did an Uncommon Goods ad, I wanted to get something weird this time, and I found a big frog that's like a clay frog that someone handcrafted and made and hand-painted, and it's got a big open mouth, and you stick your phone in its head, and it comes down, like the speaker comes down to where the mouth is, and it just makes it sound louder. But the way it's painted and the way it looks like the frog's opening its mouth to shout at you. Love it. It arrived. It's in my bathroom. I use it when I take a shower. I put my phone in there. I listen to music. It's great. Big fan.
Yeah, I got little ghost guys, and we've scattered them all around.
Are they outside or little stone ghosts?
I think they're supposed to go outside, but we put them all over inside.
I like that. Very cute.
Yeah. That's good for Halloween.
From holiday host and hostess gifts to the coolest finds for kids, hit everyone from book lovers to diehard sports fans to out of the ordinary gifts from kind of anywhere. You can have them personalized, all sorts of different things like we did last year when we were promoting Uncommon Goods. I got a wild book that's kind of like a mix of Sudoku and Wordle, but also a murder mystery. Big fan. Love that kind of stuff. They've got all sorts of weird things there. You will find it. You will enjoy. And with every purchase you make at Uncommon Goods, they give $1 to nonprofit partner of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. So to get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/Cox, C-O-X. That's uncommongoods.com/COX for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. They're way out of the ordinary. All right, let's go to Tropic Number 7 with the Crendor. How's the traffic out there?
Oh man, you know what? Traffic, let me tell you, it's going. Thank you.
Thanks, bud. The COVID finally got him. He's finally going down. That's it. All right, let's go to weather.
Weather. Let's see. We've got weather requests. I'm going to hold down enter. And we've landed on time to request a weather report. Sao Bernardo do Campo, Brazil, translated to St. Bernard of the Fields, a city mostly known for fried chicken, car factories, unions, and having at least 10 waterfalls.
All that sounds kind of... Oh, yeah, no, I see how there could be 10 waterfalls. There's a lot going on there water-wise. That's neat.
Let's see. Currently 62 degrees Fahrenheit, light drizzle. You got 98% humidity, 30 inches of pressure, 4-mile visibility, 9-mile-an-hour winds, 5:28 a.m. sunrise, 6:13 p.m. sunset, dew point 62, UV index 0, and a waning gibbous moon phase. 10-day. 75 Monday, cloudy. Tuesday, 83 p.m. thunderstorms. Wednesday, I can't even talk. See, now I can blame it on COVID, even though I normally mess it up anyway. Wednesday, 78 thunderstorms. Thursday, 83 partly cloudy. Friday, 80 thunderstorms. Saturday, 75 showers. And it's pretty much 70 with showers nonstop.
While this city is beautiful, there is a weird trend I'm picking up on, and that is a lot of buffets. I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm looking at this one. Here's one street alone. Oh my God. Lanchonette Matos e Rebello. Boy, that's not how you say that. Buffet. Right down the street, less than like, I don't know, maybe like a 2-minute drive. The next restaurant down the street, Restaurante da Fazenda, and that's a buffet. You go down the street further, it's not called Pingus Buffet. Pingus Buffet is what it's called.
Pingus.
Another buffet. Here's the crazy thing, they're all rated 4.5 stars or above.
Maybe they just love buffets.
Maybe. I've never known. It's not a thing I'm aware of, but I'm looking at these buffets and they look like some of the more high class ones you would see in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's fast. Who knew? Why is it all in one street though? You figure like that's a lot. And then the best part is at the end, suddenly all fast food. A McDonald's, a hamburguesa place, and then it suddenly nope, never mind. Burger King. It's still fast food.
Maybe you were just on Buffet Street.
I guess.
Oh, yeah, I found it. I found Pingus.
Buffets. Shout out to Pingus.
This does look like Buffet Street.
Yeah, I found another buffet. La Sorel Gastronomica is right down, what is the... I just have is it just culturally buffets? Because when you think... Like if you think of like a Brazilian steakhouse, they bring it around to, and there's like a bunch of food. You know what I mean? Is it culturally a thing that is that people love? I don't know. I've never seen this before. Like it is a lot of buffets.
Yeah, like even places that aren't a buffet still got buffets.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't know why that is, but okay. Like all right.
Yeah, I'm looking around.
Oh no. I found a place called Magia and Bruxaria. It's a Harry Potter restaurant, a Harry Potter themed restaurant.
Oh boy.
When you walk in, it looks like you're in Harry Potter land. The dining room is like the Hogwarts dining room. The food, I'm looking at like a candy dessert that looks ridiculous. Is this a restaurant? I guess they're serving food, but also some dudes are putting on a play.
They got some crazy places here.
It's fascinating. Yeah, usually we're kind of like, look at that. That place looks delicious. I'm less concerned about the food and more interested in like how absolutely crazy some of these restaurants look.
I found a pizza place.
I don't want to know. Dude, I'm already worried. Again, this has 4.2 stars.
Yes.
So I'm expecting... Why do I even expect? You know, I'm looking at one that has what appears to be French fries and capers for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's about. Maybe we're just basic. You know what I mean? Maybe we're just like, I'm a good cheese and pepperoni guy. Anything else is too much, it's too crazy. Maybe we're just basic bitches.
I mean, yeah, when I get pizza, I get like green pepper, onion, and like mushroom or garlic or something.
Sure.
I don't go crazy.
Yeah, usually, I mean, like if I'm feeling veggie, I'll just get a everything pizza. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, just put it all on there. It's fine. But if I'm just want a pizza, I'll either get pepperoni or just cheese. Like I don't want anything on it. I'm like, give me my cheese, my sauce, my bread, and I'll be fine. But yeah, it's every time we look overseas. In this case, I mean, I don't know. With that said, though, I have been to a lot of Korean pizza places, and those are delicious. But it's like a bulgogi pizza, and I'm like, yeah, it is. And that's, I like
trying different stuff and variety.
Sure. It's just that every time we look at a pizza overseas, it's like, yeah, we took the idea of a pizza and instead we put this insane thing on it. Like, oh, okay. I mean, I guess that's what Pizza Hut does. That's most of their pizzas, to be honest.
That's true. Pizza Hut's also very bad.
Yeah. That is also true.
Yeah, I'd take any of these places over Pizza Hut. That's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. Welcome to sports.
Sports.
We've had football today. We've had let's see. Jaguars beat the Patriots. Buffalo beat Tennessee. Green Bay beat Houston. Philadelphia beat the Giants. Detroit beat Minnesota. Seattle beat Atlanta. Cincinnati beat Cleveland. Indianapolis beat Miami. And Washington beat Carolina. And the Chiefs currently beating the 49ers. Then we have the Yankees going to the World Series, and they'll play the winner of the Dodgers-Mets, which currently looks like it'll be the Dodgers.
I just want to say for the record, I saw the other day that someone said it's been 15 years since the Yankees went to the World Series, and it does not feel like it's been that long.
They're always close. So it's like...
Yeah, I just for some reason always associate them with like, yeah, they're in the World Series. But nope, this is not the case.
Yeah. It's, who would have guessed that a sport that allows you to spend money freely as those teams getting more good players. Who would have guessed?
Yep.
And then hockey and basketball are starting up again. So, yeehaw, we got all 4 sports kicking it. And that's sports.
Okay, what is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Day. There's enough gold inside the earth to coat the planet.
But what would the value of that be? You know, like a gold-plated earth. Is it like when you find something else that's gold-plated and it's not worth nearly as much as you thought it was?
I have no idea. I don't really know about precious metals. I'm the last person to ask.
Clearly, neither do I. Although I did learn about 14 karat versus 18 karat versus 21 karat. None of those are full gold.
Wait, what are they?
They're gold, but silver mixed in.
Oh, I see.
So a 14 karat obviously has more silver to gold ratio. 18 has more gold, right? And then 21 is like it's a lot of gold, but still silver.
Interesting. I didn't know that. I just always heard it. Was like, wow, carats.
I mean, yeah, big same. I didn't know that, and then I saw the math of it, and then a visual example, and was like, oh okay. So, but they were like, cost benefit, 18 carats the best way to go because it's cheaper, and you still have a lot of gold in it. But if you're like a gold snob, you got to go higher than that. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, listener at home, but I believe 24 is the highest.
Yeah, and that is your fact of the day.
Oh, right. Tell me, has anyone come to us with tears in their eyes?
Yes. According to my Control F, 9 people have.
Hell yes. Please. Pick but
right.
2 of them.
Here we go. Dear illustrious sirs, with tears in my eyes, I ask you this question. In a live-action version of Guy Hero, who would you cast as Guy Hero? Who would you cast as his villain? What is the glorious plot of his debut movie? I mean, my initial thought was Nick Cage, but I feel like he'd be a better villain. I think I think Nick Cage would be a great Newport Richie.
Yes. You know what? Yes. Part of me feels like Guy Hero should be Sam Jackson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can see that.
I want Guy Hero to be Sam Jackson. I think Nick Cage could be Newport Richie for sure.
Yep.
Yeah. The guy who's the voice of the human in How to Train Your Dragon. The guy who is in all of the Seth Rogen movies, who's like I talk like this. This is how I talk.
Oh yeah,
I
see him.
that guy. I think he could be a great Gray Storm.
I agree. He does look like he could fit the part.
Yeah. He's just, he's got that, come on, guys. This is crazy. Like that, yeah.
And then I think we'd have Tito Watts by Danny DeVito.
Oh, easy. Done. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the winner.
That's it. Easy.
There you go. Solved.
Yeah. Dear illustrious sirs, tears in my eyes, I ask you, if you had to choose between video games and board games, including TTRPGs, what would you rather play for the rest of your days?
Oh, video games. Easy.
Yeah, video games.
Yeah, that's not even hard. I don't. Here's the thing. Everyone, when they have in their mind D&D, they're imagining the perfect world, but not reality, which is you all play one time, and then you never can find time to schedule it again.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was thinking my Warhammer, which, again, it is very hard to schedule. Like, just Warhammer in general, but unless you get a group. But, I mean, you can also play Warhammer through, like, video game simulation.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
There's so many different versions of Warhammer for video games. Like, you'd be fine.
Yeah. No, video games can do everything. So, yeah, I'd pick video game. There you go.
Yep. Easy. Done. Oh, plus I just realized that our Newport Richie and Grey Storm would have worked together on The Sorcerer's Apprentice. So they'd be two actors that know each other. So there you go. See? We already have synergy in our cast.
Yeah, we've already got I was going to say chemistry and synergy. Symmetry.
Symmetry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Symmetry sounds like a class you'd take at Hogwarts.
It does, actually. I talk symmetry.
I don't say Leviosa. Yeah.
And those are questions.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. Day. We've got Greek man.
Okay. It's a weird way to. We got Greek man. Okay.
Yep. Greek man guilty of entering homes to smell shoes.
Well, it's not where I expected that to go.
Nope. 28-year-old defendant told the Thessaloniki court that he was unable to explain his behavior, which he said had caused him great embarrassment. Well, yeah, he got caught. Now everyone knows.
Yep.
Thessaloniki, Greece. A judge in northern Greece on Thursday imposed a suspended 1-month prison sentence on a man convicted of disturbing his neighbors by repeatedly sneaking into their properties to smell their shoes. He's like one of the Yule lads.
He really is.
The 28-year-old Greek man told the Thessaloniki court that he was unable to explain his behavior, which he said had caused him great embarrassment. I mean, I'm pretty sure he could explain it. He's done it multiple times.
Yeah, if the reason why he's not explaining it is because it's embarrassing.
Yeah. Like he should have went up there and he'd be like, you know what? I like smelling shoes, all right? That's why I did it. I like feet. He did it.
Sir, your judgeship, I just love the sweet stanky smell of other people's feet. And I find that shoes are just the best way to go about it, because sniffing other people's feet, you got to ask them for it. And I was too ashamed to ask. So I just started sniffing. And my God, that stank just makes me so happy, sir. Just so very happy. I didn't mean nothings by it. I just like the smell. I bet he could have got some leniency.
He probably could have. But instead, he's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, you do.
Yeah, you know exactly why you did it. You just don't want to say.
He stressed that he had no intention of breaking the law or harming anybody. Neighbors testified he never displayed any sign of aggression during his nocturnal visits.
I don't like that. Nocturnal visit is a bad way to state that.
That is. The man
during
was arrested.
His nocturnal visits.
He's arrested before dawn on October 8th in the small town of Syndos, 9 miles west of Thessaloniki. Police had been called after a neighbor found the defendant in his front yard sniffing his family's shoes, which had been left outdoors to air. The court heard that there had been at least 3 similar incidents in the past 6 months, despite neighbors having asked the defendant's family to get him to stop.
I love that this was like, we tried to handle it in private, but you just couldn't cut it out.
Can you please tell your son to stop smelling our shoes?
Please, can you please, for us, can you do that?
Like, we tried.
Well, we tried to talk to him.
The man was ordered to attend therapy sessions.
What is the therapist going to do for that guy? Like, so tell me, why do you sniff shoes? I like it. Why do you like it? I don't know. It makes me feel good. All right, nothing we do for him.
We're done here.
Yeah, like, okay.
Don't do it anymore. That's your big news story of the day.
All right, well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening and watching. I'm enjoying this show. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
We got socials. YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. All one word.
Mm-hmm.
You can find them all over there. You've also got YouTube.com/Cox and Crendor. That's where you find the animations. You've also got Spotify, which I think is working again.
It is, hopefully.
iTunes, SoundCloud, and others.
And others.
We've got YouTube.com Jesse Cox, YouTube.com Crendor, Twitch Jesse Cox, Twitch Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, TikTok Jesse Cox, TikTok Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor's Taken. Tweet us Jesse Cox Crendor, your McDonald's stuff.
Yep.
Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw. All right, that's it. Thanks so much. See y'all next time. And as always,
Shake the rhino.
to be continued.